Hello students, here I am with the second chapter of class 6 physics. Tell you something about matter. We see many materials all around us like wood, sugar, stone, iron, common salt, water, oil, petrol, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, water vapors. All these are termed as matter. All these materials have some common properties. Let us see those two common properties which all the materials have or the matter has. All materials take some space, and the space that is occupied by a body is called its volume. All material bodies have some mass, and the mass is the quantity of matter which is contained in a body. So my dear students, here I am going to do an activity to show that matter occupies space. So for the activity, I have a glass ball, a glass which is completely filled with water up to the brim. This is empty glass ball. So I keep this glass which is completely filled with water very gently into the ball. Now there's no space in the glass because it's completely filled with water. Now I take a piece of stone and tied this stone. I have tied this stone with thread. Now what I need to do is I have to lower this stone very gently into the glass filled with water, very gently. What do I observe? I observe that some of the water comes out of the glass into the ball. Now I am taking out this stone. I keep it aside. Then I take this glass again. What do you observe in the glass? Some of the water has come out of the glass. You can see very easily. Some of the water has come out of the glass and it has emptied a little bit. Now the water which is there in the ball, which has overflowed and come into the ball, I'll pour this water again back into the glass. Oh, so what do I observe? Now this is again completely filled up to the brim. It's filled up to the brim. Yes? Now, why does this happen? To know this, let us do this activity once again and I'll explain you why this happens. At first, the water which occupies space has completely occupied the space of the glass. There's no more space left in the glass for anything to get inside. So water has completely occupied space of the glass. Now what about this stone? If this stone also wants some space, obviously it will try to take out the other substance and in its place it will try to occupy its space. So as we lowered this stone gently, then because this stone also wants to occupy space, it also occupies space. Therefore, it takes out the water from the glass and occupies the space. The amount of water which has come out into the ball, the amount of water which has come out into the ball is equal to the space occupied by this piece of stone. That means whatever is the volume of stone, the same volume of water has come out here. The same volume of water has come out. So now when I pour this back into the glass, the space which was occupying by the water earlier, and then the stone has taken that space instead is again coming back. That means the water again takes back the space of that glass and it again gets filled up. Okay? So students, by this activity we can know that matter occupies space. The stone also occupies space because it's a matter, and even the water also occupies space because this is also a matter. Okay? So students, here I'm going to do one more activity for you to show that matter has mass. So for that what I have done is, I have taken a glass filled with water up to the brim and I have kept it in a weight measuring balance. Okay? So let us see the mass of this very glass filled with water. It's 0.274 kg. That means it's 274 grams because 1 kg is 1000 gram. So let us write this mass of the glass filled with water as 274 gram. Yes. So the mass of glass filled with water is equal to 274 gram. Now we'll fill this glass with sand. Okay? Let's fill this glass with sand. I'll take out this water and instead of water I'll put sand in it. I'll take out this water. Now I'm going to fill this glass with sand. So I'm filling this glass with sand. Now let us see the mass of this very glass filled with sand. So it's coming 364 kg. No, sorry, 0.364 kg. That means 364 grams. So mass of a glass filled with sand has come to 364 grams. So let us write it. Mass of glass filled with sand is equal to 364 gram. 364 gram. Now I take out this sand also from it. And I'll find the mass of this glass filled with air in it. Nothing is there, that means it's air. So you can see that it's coming 0.052 kg. That means 52 gram. So let us write it. Mass of glass with air, 52 gram. That means you can see that when it was filled with air, the mass was 52 gram. When it was filled with water, its mass has increased. It has become 274 gram. So the extra mass is that of water. The water has replaced the air, okay, and the extra mass of the water has come there. And when we have taken out the water and instead of that we have filled with sand, so the sand has replaced the air and even the water, and its mass has even come more. In all these three cases, why the mass are different? Because different matter have different mass. The mass of the sand, that is the solid, is maximum. The mass of water is less than that of solid, and the air has the least mass. This shows that matter has got mass.